All right, so welcome to your lesson on a little bit of our brain trauma that we're going to work on today. So as you can see here, we have a rendering of the skull here. And so I want you to imagine that the skull is a closed system, right? It doesn't have any room inside of it for the brain to go. So if you have swelling inside of a closed system, there's one spot in the bottom called the foramen magnum right there. It's a hole. And as you can see, that correlates with where your brain stem is kind of coming out from your brain, comes through this hole right here, right? So if you have trauma inside of your brain, the swelling inside this closed system, the swelling is around the brain, but underneath the skull, the bone itself. So that means around the brain here, you are going to have swelling around here. And as that continues to build and develop up, the space that we were working with, the actual skull itself, we're going to erase this really quick because we're just getting a little bit crazy here. But the actual skull itself that's housing the brain is not expanding. So you have all of this fluid expanding, and that is actually squishing your brain, and it's causing some serious problems. And so what we end up seeing is the brain and the foramen magnum actually being pushed. The brainstem, everything's being pushed down out this little hole here where the foramen magnum is. It goes like this, and so you get lots of symptoms. You get dizzy. You start to feel like your blood pressure starts to go through the roof. You start to lose your eyesight. It causes all kinds of problems. And so we really want to avoid this intracranial pressure, ICP. We really want to make sure that we avoid this with our patients. And when you come across them, you're looking for things like decerebral posturing, right? You're looking for things like their arms, their legs in a weird position and flexed because all this pressure going down is exerting through their nerves, through their nervous system, and it's forcing them to flex their arms and flex their legs. And those are different ways you can tell if there's actually pressure around the brain. Okay?